All right, let's do this. Let's do this. There's Mr. Frank. It's a swearing in of Armand Rosamilia as the president of this Twitch channel. I am the president of this Twitch channel. And there's going to be some big changes. I got 4 years to change those things, so I'm not going to do them all right now. I don't want to, give you all the surprises. I will tell you this Propel lemon water. This is my running vice president for now. You off today? Or you gonna work? Because today is like the Loudness song, MLK. Dun, 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 MLK. Dun, 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 dun. Off today. It's a holiday and snow day. Of course I'm working. You guys get a lot of snow? I was watching that Eagles game, and then the, which is a lot worse than the Bills game, snow-wise. We're supposed to get some snow, not tonight, but tomorrow night. The overnight it'll be cold, but it won't be cold enough for it to, like, it'll be cold enough for it to snow, but not cold enough for it to, like, stick, really. It's like 2, 3 in the morning, which is probably one of my bathroom break times. So I will be up and checking it out. Like 2 inches, yeah. The funny part here is they're trying to figure out should they, because all the kids are off today for MLK Day, but they're trying to figure out, should we close the school Tuesday and Wednesday because of the cold? Like, it's going to be like 30 degrees overnight. It's going to be like 40 degrees. Relax. 35 degrees right now. Calm it down. The only reason I don't have all the windows open is because my wife's still home right now. Gorgeous weather. What's up, Sean? What's going on? Got to the next page. Where the heck is Nick? How much going to do my best to get through today. How you and Frank do? Me and Frank collectively are doing wonderful. Frank's working now, though. I guess I'm working too because I'm writing. Even though he's got snow and it's a holiday, he's working. People need their fertilizer, whatever the hell he does. There's Nick Zinn. I was wondering where you were since I'm on the next page. See the line? See the line right there? I just got to the next page. Next page, Nick Zinn. Next page. Has all the snow thawed up there yet so you can go get our treasure? Not even close. The high tide will be 4. 4 degrees. 35 here, so I feel you. I saw the news about a rare winter storm hitting D.C., and my first thought was it was the first sign of hell freezing over. Yeah, it's supposed to be in the teens up there today. The huge winter storm basically just. Everybody's like, oh, the Northeast. I'm like, no, Southeast. We're getting a lot of this too. For me to be in Florida and it to be, 30 degrees, that's ridiculous. I moved away from that, I thought. I started a new short story here today, 500 or so words into it. Crime thriller one for an upcoming anthology. I gotta start writing more short stories as well. I think 2 of them which I haven't finished, which were started, and to be honest, I don't even know what anthology I was writing them for. But I should probably just finish the stories and then find somewhere to send them, right? Oh. Last night, we ordered pizza, and I was like, you know what? It would be good. My wife's going through the pizzas, and one of them's like, oh, this place we've never been to has Sicilian. I was like, you know what? Get me a Sicilian pie with veggies. I got that. I mean, I got the big one, like the 16 by 16, just like this big. And I ate maybe a third of it last night, and I was full. And then for lunch today, I ate another third of it, and now I'm full. Maybe tonight for dinner? Who can say? But it's actually not bad. There's only one other place I found down here that has a Sicilian pie, and it was very dry. You know, it was nice and thick, but then it just they don't put enough. You gotta put enough sauce on it for it to soak in a little bit, and that place did not. But last night, this one did. They put enough sauce on it, so. Well, I didn't realize that it's just a lot. There's Amanda Ward. Like I was telling them, Amanda, Duval County is freaking out about, oh, it's going to be cold. Too cold for the kids to go to school. Ridiculous. It's about 30 degrees here in Vancouver, but where I moved from in the east, the high today is 5. And there's a bleep ton of snow. Whoa, watch the language, Sean. There's kids here. So glad we moved away from that mess. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. It's 35. It's 35 right now, so it's not 5 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Too cold for school. You don't have coats in Jacksonville? Apparently not. Apparently this is like what everybody. I mean, it's people. I'm reading the new stuff. People are freaking out. Cover your plants. Make sure all your pets are inside. Make sure you bring in your homeless people. This is gonna kill everybody. This is the end of the world. It's gonna drop to 30 degrees overnight. And they're like, well, the bridges will freeze. You can't send the kids to school. Well, how far are you driving to school that you got to cross 6 bridges? And I'm like, no, Amanda's coming over tomorrow. We have to write. There's no freaking way we're putting this off. Yeah, me too. Me too, because I want to go for Pork Chop Tuesday. Yummy Rocks, hello. Hello to you, Yummy Rocks. This freezing point is 32, not 35, as all Midwestern snow is safe to drive. But it's going to drop to 30 overnight. And all the bridges will be frozen. That's what they keep saying. How are you? I am good. How are you? I'm supposed to be writing, but we're talking about the weather. Yeah, it's like 30. It's gonna be like in the 30s. It's gonna be above freezing, but I guess no kids here in Jacksonville have coats or mittens or scarves. Some other Floridian author was saying the other day that all the schools don't have heaters because they'd only have to turn them on a few times a year. Mark says, I'm good. I got home from work and I'm going to read. What are you reading? What are you currently reading? Amanda says, I was writing a bit today. Word counts are low this month. Need to change that. Exactly. That's what tomorrow is for. Amanda, is that true what Sean said, that Florida schools don't have heaters in them? No Show of Evidence by Charles Todd. Nice. Yeah, after I get off of Twitch here, I am going to sit on the heating pad. I'm sitting on an ice pack right now. I'm an old man. My sciatica flared up. I had back pain for like a month. The back pain went away, and now I have a shooting pain down my leg. So I've been doing all kinds of taking aspirin and rubbing Bengay in it and ice packs and heating pads and slicing part of the thigh off each day. Nothing seems to be helping so far. Amanda says most of the schools have heaters so far, I think. Floridians get cold at 50 degrees. Exactly. Stop spreading false lies like that, Sean. This is how we get in trouble. And in terms of weather, I've got you beat. It's in the 20s right now for the high, and it's going to be in the upper 20s tomorrow. You got me beat, but again, I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. This should be 80 degrees today. And Nick Zinn's in 5 degrees right now up in the Milwaukee area. Actually, it's 18, but the high is only 22. Yeah, that's not fun. Stay inside. I got an email. Schools will be open and operating normal tomorrow. We are continuing to monitor the cold weather and will contact you tomorrow about Wednesday. Good. I think I'm going to start measuring weather in kelvins. 20 degrees Celsius is like 300 kelvins. That's a lot of kelvins. Frank Edler measures them in what's that heat? The hot sauce heat thing, Scoobles or whatever the hell it is. He measures them in that. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Our average high rate is 50. Oh, we were in Tennessee a couple 3 months ago. It makes it sound way more awesome. It does, yeah. It's like, oh my God, are you on fire? Oh no, it's like 10 degrees out. Shelly?
Yeah.
Where did you say that new property is?
Minnesota?
But is it Minneapolis?
Yeah, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Nick, if you're still there, Shelly got building she's managing are in Minneapolis, St. Paul. So she'll be coming up there once they sign all the papers and stuff. Hopefully, you're one of the tenants, and then she can come in there and throw all yous out of there. Oh, by the way, before I forget, your beer game is strong. It is very strong. Very, very strong. I used to live near there. Why so far away? Geez, it's like, you know what? So you don't want to see Shelly. Oh, did you hear what Nick just said? That's too far for him to see you. No, Shelly just said you're dead to her. Is it nice there? I've only been to MSP Airport. Thought it was a nice airport. Lived in Burnsville. 6 hours? How big is that state? That's ridiculous. I guess the guys aren't going to do lunch then. Maybe she'll buy some. They'll buy some properties in Milwaukee. Come and see the Bob Euchre Memorial. I always like when people are like, "Oh, I'm going to be in Miami. We should meet for lunch." Yeah, I mean that's only like 7-8 hours. I have a friend who lives in Minnesota. She lives in St. Cloud. Nice. Tell her they should buy a property in Vancouver. Come visit. I mean, they're just trying to buy properties in various places. I believe they have. Do you guys have Canadian properties?
Probably. I don't know.
She thinks they do. The Bob Euchre statue is outside the ballpark. The seat's still there. When me and my dad went, we went and saw his seat up in the last row. Crazy Bob Euchre. Look what he's doing now. Yes, they put it up like a decade ago. Didn't you hear? He passed. He what? Yeah, I did hear that. They have billboards around town in remembrance. That's very nice. Oh, excuse me. I was out a few nights ago at a restaurant. I had not one but two Miller Lights in his honor. Nice. Wow, Twitch 7 ads out of nowhere. Great things. That's why you got to subscribe. Everyone subscribe or resubscribe. I always appreciate it. I always say nice things. I always stick up for you guys. No matter how much crap they talk about you. Only if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, they can say whatever the hell they want about you. I don't care. Or no, you're gone on trips with Shelly for work and done your own writing retreat while she works. Any of those things coming up for you? Um, no, we've basically been on hold because her sister is supposed to be going back to Dallas at the end of this month. And so for the past couple, 3 months, we've been trying to make sure she is out at the same time Tom and Jess come in. So there's no problem, so somebody's always here for her mom. And the next thing I have coming up is AuthorCon at the end of March. And so we're going to have to figure all that out. And then that's really it. That's all I have. And then in August is MondoCon, as always. And then we'll September I'm in New Orleans at BoucherCon, and then Tampa at the NINC conference. Those are the only things I have travel wise that are definite, that are set up. Now, the goal is once Tom and Jess get here and settle in over a couple weeks and everything is good, then we are going to, hopefully we'll take some kind of vacation, whether it's going to Biloxi to do some gambling or rent a place or whatever. Me and my wife, we desperately need to get away from everyone and everything, so we're looking forward to doing something, but no idea what or when. So that will be that. The conventions and all that is going to be cut down severely. Like BoucherCon, I'm going, but only if it's in the U.S. I think next year it will be in Calgary. Now, I probably will not go to Calgary. And then I will probably just do NINC next year. I'm not going to do AuthorCon anymore. This will be my last one. Me and Tom got a table. I hear you. My wife and I are looking to get away for vacation this summer. Feels like all the trips over the past few years have been to see family. Calgary, no, you die from the cold unless you got to park it. Yeah. So they do these in September every year. I think they did Toronto like 3 years ago or something. So they jump around. Last year, 2024 was in Nashville. Now we got um, New Orleans coming up this year, and then I think Calgary the year after, and then Indiana the year after that. Nashville was fun. We went we went a couple years before. My eyes are really bothering me. We went a couple years before. My wife had a work thing there, so we got to do the touristy thing and wander around town and do all that stuff. And that was fun, although I don't like big crowds. It was way too crowded. The street was way too dirty. I'm an old man. It was way too loud. So we did that, and then when we went back for BoucherCon, it was all at the giant hotel that was like 400 million square feet, like 57 restaurants inside. It was nuts. You should buy properties where all the casts have been found, so you can discover all the treasure and become best buds with Josh Gates. I would love to hang out with Josh Gates. He's from Boston. He's a Red Sox fan. Seems like one of those guys. We were talking the other day about people we would like to hang out with. Josh Gates would be somebody I would love to go get a coffee with. I was in New Orleans for Mardi Gras way back when. Nearly had a panic attack from anxiety. Yeah, that would just be too much. So again, that's next year, but it's all in the hotel. I'm sure we'll go wander around a little bit and stuff, but mostly I try to stay close enough because I'm there. I'm working. You know what I mean? Like we've gone to conventions and people were like we've gone to Atlanta. It's gonna drive me nuts. We've gone to Atlanta and we were there with another couple, another writer and his wife. I won't mention names. And they had lived there, they were from there, or whatever. And she was like, "Oh, so and so are going to come for lunch, and we're going to go to dinner with these people." And she's making all these plans, and I'm like, I could see he was getting annoyed. I'm like, "You're here to work. You're here to sell books, not to disappear." Hey, you want to hang out and see us? Come to where I am working. That's the first time I met Frank Edler and his wife. Hey, you guys are going to be in Orlando the same weekend? Come to this convention. Come to Spooky Empire. We're here. They came and hung out. Likely there's a pirate treasure off the coast of Jacksonville. You can go scuba diving with them. Yeah. Except I've never scuba dove, and I never will scuba dove. It does not seem like fun. I love watching shows underwater. I like writing about underwater monsters and stuff, but I don't think I could actually go underwater. I don't like to go to. I go to the beach. I don't even put my feet in the water. I'm just not a fan of. I have no idea what's around me, what's underneath me, what's gonna tentaculate me and drag me under 40,000 leagues under the sea. Scuba diving would trigger my anxiety. The thought of a simple air hose keeping me alive freaks me out. Yeah, the whole thing freaks me out. I love watching like Blind Frog Ranch show, but they're like in caves a lot, and I'm like, whoa, that looks so tight. I would freak out. And they're underwater, and I'm like, you can't even see, and they're kicking up silt and not for me. I love watching it, but that's about it. What if Chobot was on the boat? Then I would just stay on the boat. But yeah, I like the idea of scuba diving. Lots to see. Yeah, like I know somewhere in Florida, I've never been, but there's like a glass bottom boat tour thing on a lake or something, and that's supposed to be a lot of fun. I would go spelunking though. My wife not so much. Yeah, I would not do that either. The only spelunking I've ever done is when I played Dungeons and Dragons back in the day. Master Spelunker. But yeah, I would not I would not do anything. We were watching a show, and there's a Key West somewhere. There's a hotel. It's like a suite, and it's underwater. It's like 700 feet underwater. Something ridiculous amount of underwater. And the only way to get to it is to put on scuba gear and dive down, and then come up through the hole, and then you have this little apartment, and you're underwater, and you can see sharks, and you're seeing all the stuff out there. And God only knows how expensive that is. But I'm like, oh, that would be cool. But if there was like a ladder, I could climb down. Not I have to go and dive. And then you can order a pizza, and I guess it's the only scuba diving pizza guy in the world, or some weird like that. And he dives down and he delivers you a pizza, and it's not soggy, although it shifts. They said because he's swimming. Yeah, me too. I came across some kobolds and I killed them with my magic. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you ever go spelunking and you fight a mind flayer? It's not fun. Scuba diving is a hard no for me. And this is from a woman who jumps out of airplanes. She'll do skydiving, but she won't do scuba diving. Nick says we did scuba diving in high school in the pool. It took a bit to get a hang of it. Really? Oh, you probably went to some classy one. Oh, you went to the school with Prince or something like that. Skydiving, yes. Scuba diving, no. Yeah, skydiving, scuba diving, pretty much anything with diving. For me, no, unless it's like dive into a vat of cheese and wearing a tortilla chip outfit. That's the only way I'm doing that. The ocean is scarier than falling from the sky. Well, here's the thing: you're falling from the sky, and maybe you fall into a bird, you get some feathers on you or something. You dive into the ocean, and something big is going to swallow you and rip you apart. No thanks. Actually, I would snorkel. That seems easier and less depth defying. I don't like the thought of being underwater. I could be underwater like in a pool. And that's about it. But no, I would not. I don't want to be anywhere where I don't know what is around me or what could be around me. Like I watch all these videos on, um, Facebook and Reels and TikTok and all that. People like they're floating in the water and like, oh, here's an electric eel coming at them. Here's 30 baby sharks and stuff. I'm like, nah. We had younger, new teachers that made us try things like the scuba. Went skydiving when I was 18 and twisted my ankle on the landing. Gotta stick the landing. Gotta stick the landing. But I would do a lot of things. I know, like, Shelly had gone on vacation with her sister and her parents to the Grand Canyon, and I think they went up in a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon. I don't think I would do that either. Like, I'm afraid of heights to begin with, so like I don't want to be. I don't even want to be like on the third rung of a ladder. But I definitely don't want to be like in a helicopter. But like if I go, like my mother, if she goes over high bridges, she freaks out. I don't freak out because if I'm in the car and we're going over a bridge, it's not. I don't feel like I'm gonna fall out and kill myself. I wouldn't walk over the bridge. When we went to Niagara Falls a few years ago, she walked out onto the glass bridge or whatever it was out there. Like when you walk out and you look down. I walked out and right into the center of it, and I just stayed in the middle, and that freaked me out. Your feet are supposed to be up when you land. You land on your bottom. Well, now you tell him. Should have told him when he was 19. Helicopter ride is on my bucket list. Do it, Sean, do it. What if it was below 32 degrees, then all bridges mean death? Exactly. Exactly. You can't go on a bridge if it's cold. If it's 10,000 scoobles or whatever that hot measurement thing is. I don't know. There are a lot of things I wouldn't do. I'm an old man. I'm literally not adventurous. I only had a few hours of sleep, so wasn't in the right mindset to land correctly. So it could have been your life. You could have been living the rest of your life in a wheelchair. There's no wheelchair access at MondoCon. I'm just letting you know. Oh, Yummy Rocks followed me. Let me see. I will follow Yummy Rocks back. Yummy looks like Yummy Rocks also has a massive beard. Good for you. I'm going to remind everybody to please follow me on YouTube. I'm building that up slowly but slowly. But there are buses that go by, so I could get dropped off. There's no buses that are coming down this street. You can get an Uber. You can hitch a ride with somebody coming in town. Just land at the airport, and then Amanda will come pick you up on her way in every day. Oh, they will if Chuck Parks is exactly. Exactly. All right. I've written 646 words. No idea where this story is going now. I'm gonna need a break. My leg is hurting. It's like my right butt cheek hurts. Just shooting pain all the way down. So I'm gonna take a break, get some reading in, get back to some writing later on. My wife should be leaving at some point today to go to her mother's for several days, I imagine. So then I will be on my own, which means I probably will not be on tomorrow because Amanda will be here. And so I will not be on. One of these nights I might just jump on like later in the day or at night, but just like play some Minecraft or something. See if that builds up my YouTuber stuff. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me, Amanda. I will see you tomorrow. Amanda, at this point I do not believe Shelly will be here, so you do not have to get her anything from Duncan. Good luck, man. Feel better. See you Wednesday. I will see you Wednesday, Sean. We'll see everybody on Wednesday. Bye, Nick.